1, 2, you know what? Get down.
Yeah, so today we're going to be redoing the fourth one of the mills, completely redo it. So this lip's going to stay where it is. As you can see, we've already knocked it down and made it a bit smaller. And the landing, this landing is going to get knocked down completely, and it's going to get moved to about here. And it's going to be like a transfer jump, like a long and low transfer. Hopefully we can get the build pretty much done today. So we're pretty much done for today. Just wanted to stack it up as much as we could, get most of the work done today. So tonight what we'll do is just water it, and then tomorrow all we have to do is come back, stack up all the dirt and fix up the edges and corners. Just make the takeoff and landing look a bit better than they are now. Shouldn't take too long, so most of the work's done at the minute. I'll just soak it down now, and we'll see you tomorrow. So today, what I'm going to be doing, basically all this dirt surrounding this jump, get rid of it and put it in a pile ready for the next jump we're going to build. Try just smooth out the back of this. As you would have seen, we soaked it last night, so today it's going to be perfect to pack in. 50 minutes later, and I've pretty much cleared most of the dirt out for the sides. So now all I'll do is finish off this landing, try to get these edges looking a lot better, and then just do the face of it. So we've finally finished this jump. It's taken probably around 10 hours to build, but definitely worth it. It turned out exactly how we pictured it to be. We just wanted to cut it down, make it a bit smaller, and make the gap pretty big on it. As you can see, the gap on it's quite big. We'll measure it up tomorrow and see how big it is. Definitely the biggest gap in this line we've ever had, so it's pretty sick. So we're really keen to test it out and see how it runs. Because we had the 3 straight jumps in a row, we sort of wanted to mix it up and change it up. So we put this here, sort of a transfer long and low. So we're really excited to test this out. The lip's looking pretty hard, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to come out and test it out. We just want to test it quickly before we build the hip over here after it. The hip we're planning on building is going to be massive. So tomorrow, Parko and I will send it and see what it's feeling like. The lip is still looking a little soft, but I'll just try to pack it in, see how hard it is. So it's still quite soft. Harden it up by running the wheelbarrow up it. It's got a bit of weight in it, a lot of dirt, so I should pack it in quite well. So the wheelbarrow is working pretty well. It's hard to get it right to the top, so I'll probably take a bit of weight out after I get the base of it packed in enough, but hopefully this works and we can ride it today. So we're just going to measure it up now. Yep. So, dude, I think I broke your tape measure.
Push the thing.
What?
Push the thing.
This?
Yeah.
From that corner to this corner, it's 4.7 meters. So, if you're American, how many feet is that? That's like
14 feet.
Yeah, like 14 feet maybe a bit more, I don't know. Where we'll mostly ride it from middle of the lip to the middle of the landing. is about 4.1 meters. So it's a pretty nice gap. Compared to the other ones, it's a lot bigger. Still not humongous, but as you would have seen, just rolled the lip in with the wheelbarrow and it's actually feeling quite solid. It's still gonna get a lot harder, but hopefully for today, that's good enough. Parker and I can test it. The pull out's pretty sketchy, but it'll have to do for now. So they're still a tad soft, but hopefully we can get enough speed off them to hit the fourth one. I'll have one more run, see what speed I'm getting, and then just send it.
Why did Parker hit it so far to the side?
You're so trash, watch this.
Cracked off midway. Yeah.
That was a fat case.
That's how it's going. All of these are still quite soft, so even this lip is, and we're still sort of on. Parker's not, but I'm almost clearing it. Oh! So once they set hard, it should be perfect, but we'll just keep riding them for now. Try ride them in, see if they get any harder, but at the moment, because they're so soft, you can't really hurt yourself, so we're just gonna have a bit of fun with it.
Dude, not gonna lie, my tailbone is I fell off and jumped and landed. Oh shit, and my tailbone killed. I don't even know what I'm trying to go because I need more speed, so I'm going higher. Send. You gotta clean.
Oh!
He just.
Look at these veterans.
Hopefully that gives us a bit more speed. It's just still a bit soft, but the first two are hard enough to ride. This lip's even hard enough to sort of ride. The only reason we're not clearing it is because this is soft still. So
Yeah, well they're all still soft.
yeah, they're still like a bit squishy. So once they harden up, we'll be able to clear this easily. Just send it.
Yeah, but like you hit that third one.
Oh no! As you can see, it's still a bit soft.
Dude! Was that yours?
Nancy, was that you? No, that was in there. I'll put the clip in now of Parko when he did that. A bit soft, which is lucky. Once they get harder, we'll clear this easy. It's just because it's quite soft at the moment. We're struggling to get speed for it. But once it's hard, it could even go bigger. But you're going to be getting some serious speed coming out of here. It's actually a sick jump, happy with how it turned out. We'll just put some boards on the third to try and get it a bit harder so we can send it a bit more. So, just a quick damage report on the jumps. Parko has been absolutely shredding and there's a bit of damage getting around. Third, it's pretty much fine and there's just a few ruts in it. So we just put boards under it to make it a bit harder so it runs a lot quicker. And then up here, there was a bit of an incident where someone cased it. It's not too bad, that'll be an easy fix. We'll just go over everything tonight before we leave and quickly fix everything. It'll only take probably 10 minutes, I reckon. So this one's pretty much good apart from the corner, just a few ruts. This lip here, the fourth lip, the new lip, it's super solid. Because I went over it with the wheelbarrow, it's gone super hard. It's packed in perfectly and it's riding quite nice. The only reason we're not clearing it properly is because of the third one. And also these are they're all a tad soft, but it's not too bad. By the end of this week, they'll be perfect. When I tested these, this was still quite soft, but today it's leaving pretty much no ruts at all. It's just the tiniest bit soft. This landing here, it's actually not too bad. Parko overshot it and landed here, and that was a bit soft, that area there, but most of it's pretty good. It's leaving some pretty shallow ruts, but it's nothing too bad. We should be able to pack it out at the end of the day, but hopefully if we ride it enough, it'll just smooth out and look perfect anyway, and then we won't have to go over it again. So yeah, it's not too bad. As I said, just some shallow ruts that aren't too deep. The second lip, we haven't changed this lip. It's one of the only jumps that survived in the flood. But as you can see, looking perfect, running extremely well, super smooth. And then this landing here, this is also pretty good as well. This is set quite hard as it was the first one that we rebuilt. So after we finish our lunch, what we're gonna do, we're gonna have a bottle lined up here and we're gonna keep moving it across. And Parko and I are gonna see who can jump the furthest transfer, who can do the longest, pretty much the longest jump. Should get pretty gnarly. You've already seen Parko in action, so we want to push him to his limits.
Oh, dude, that's so much better.
Yo!
We must pay homage to him.
Dude, wait, you gotta put like the math symbols behind your head.
Oh, got it. Good.
Leave the red one at the end.
Go a bottle in between, so like that. Got it.
Vibration moved it, dude.
Good. Are you sure?
Dude, they're like dominoes. They keep falling over, man.
Alright everyone, settle down. We've got a new kid here, Dave. We're gonna make him move over. Come on, mate. Introduce yourself.
Hey, it's SETHO, nice to meet ya. If you didn't know already, well, I'm a rap preacher. Anything you wanna learn, yeah, I can probably teach ya. I don't drink craft beer, but I'm a little creature sent to defeat ya on a feature through your speaker with my...
Does it count? Yeah, I guess.
That's like a foot space.
Nah, easy, I got it.
I can roll like jiu-jitsu, I hit you with lines so dope this shit addicts you to me. Spitting on beats so effortlessly with ease. I got effortless steez on lock with no keys. Bitch please, I be spitting freeze every day. The only checks I collected have been my severance pay.
I did not have that. Yep. Go!
Yep.
Don't get on my nerve like Oz rappers on a beat, get it? You can't beat me with your so-called heat. I chew beats like a beast unleashed on a feast that won't cease till he's resting in peace. You best invested in me. I'm in the kitchen whipping a finger licking fresh recipe.
Oh no!
Dude, you only got 4 pins.
No.
Dude, you're gonna have to go for the spare.
So as you can see, we're actually sending it today. Farco was, he was getting it clean. We'll just go over them all, patch them all up, fix all the cases, and then they should be looking all good. Thanks for watching that video. So we've just put all the carpets on all the jumps, just to try to protect them. We're expecting a bit of rain tomorrow, so I just want to keep the carpets on so they don't get damaged too much and they stay smooth. The rain just washes all the fine dirt off and just leaves the rocks, so they end up looking pretty rocky and not as smooth when you just leave them exposed to the rain. So just cover them up tonight. So after the rain, they'll still be looking fresh. As you would have seen, we started to clear this quite easily towards the end, once we put the boards on the third landing, because it was just soft and it was slowing us down, so the boards just made it that bit harder, so it was easy to clear this. So this is actually easy to clear. It doesn't feel out of place at all. It's quite a cool jump. As I said yesterday, we just wanted to make something quite different. So this is a perfect jump to keep things interesting and add a bit of flow to the trails. So after this, as you can see, we've transferred it across to the right side. So you're going to be coming down here, and what we're going to be doing in the next video, in the next building video, we're going to be clearing this out here. Well, we're going to be stacking up a roller about here. Not too big, just something that you can control your speed off. And then you're going to be pumping the roller. And then about here, we're going to have a lip, probably that high, maybe a bit taller, into a massive landing here. This is going to take a while to build. Luckily, we got a lot of dirt here, which is good. But we're going to spend a lot of time on it and try to get it perfect, because we want these along here to be massive, bigger than they've ever been. By having the long and low there, the long and low sort of transfer that we just built, it's going to give us a bit more speed for this back section. So the jump here is pretty much just going to be the start of the bigger jumps that we're going to start building. This is just going to probably just set the standard for what we're going to build. So we're just going to try spend as much time as we can on it and just spend a solid week building it and just make it absolutely massive. Like, it'll almost be a 90-degree hip, something that we don't really have out here. There's no hips here close to being 90 degrees, so we'll probably build this hip pretty close to being 90 degrees, a 90-degree right hip into the set along here. So thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and just like and leave a comment about what you reckon of the trail so far and your opinions on them. We're always interested to see what ideas you guys have, and just let us know if you're keen for what we're going to build and if you reckon the jumps are looking sick. So thanks again for watching. Just leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next vid.
I'm not trying to make money from the tracks I do, but hey, I guess it would be funny if the stacks came through. The whole world's only worried about their stacks of views. And like Tom, I cruise on the Top Gun, drop puns, here to have fun, not done, I'm clocked on.
No, I'll do it, and then I'll be like, I thought the aim of the game was to hit the bottles or something. Yeah.